Okay, good evening. Welcome to Math for Kids number 9. Today we're going to look at one hard problem and one hopefully easy problem. This is the first kind of hard problem. But it's actually not super hard, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, alright, well let's get going and then I got to look at what the next problem is. But here's the problem. Suppose we start at 2 and count by 5s. So the first number in our sequence, sorry, whoops, are 2, 7, 12, 17. What's the next number going to be?
22.
22. What's the number after that going to be?
So it's going to be 27.
27. Good job. All right, and the question is, what is the 25th number in this sequence? Okay, so give me an idea of how you want to approach this problem.
Well, let's look for some patterns.
Look for some patterns? Okay.
Let's just write like up to 5 down.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here are the numbers. We go 2, 7, 12, 17, and
22.
22. Okay. So, how do you get from one number to the next number here?
You're adding 5.
So, I got from 2 to 7 by adding 5. Okay. How did I get from 7 to 12?
You added 5.
How did I get from 12 to 17?
You added 5.
Okay, so here's a tricky question for you. How many 5s did I have to add to get to 17?
From 2?
Starting from 2, yeah.
3?
3. And what number is that?
3 times 7?
No, what number in our sequence was 17, where I added 3 5s? What number in the sequence is 17?
Is 17.
It's the 4th number.
Yeah, it's a 4th.
It's the 4th number. How many 5s did I add to get there?
You added 3.
Okay.
So the number...
Wait. How many 5s do I have to add to 2 to get to 22?
You have to add 4.
Which 4 5s did I add? That one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay. How many 5s did I have to add to get to 7?
From 2, just 1.
Just 1.
I see something now.
What do you see?
So the number of 5s you add is always 1 less than the number than its term number.
Then it's term number. Okay, well let's see if that pattern continues.
So
here's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, what's the next number going to be?
it's going to be 27.
27? Okay, I'll let you, can you reach this? What's this number going to be?
So it's going to be 32.
I'll hold the count for you. 32. Okay, now stop there for a second. How many 5s do you think you're going to have to add to 2 to get to number 8?
I bet you're going to have to add 7.
Okay, how much is 7 5s?
7 5s is 35.
It's 35. Plus 2 is?
37.
So we think number 8 is going to be 37. And what is number 8 going to be?
37, because we just add 5 to 32.
Okay, great. Now let's try it for one other number. Let's try it for number 10. How many 5s do you need to add to 2 to get to number 10?
Not 9 5s.
Okay, what is 9
5
5s?
is 45.
Okay, so what number is going to be 10th in our sequence then, if 9 times 5 is 45?
So it's going to be 45 plus 2, which is 47.
Okay, so we're at 37 now. What's the next number after 37?
It's going to be 42.
And then?
And then 47.
Okay, hey, so this actually looks like a pretty neat pattern, doesn't
So now, for our 20th number,
Which number?
our 25th, I mean.
Okay, so for the 25th number,
This one.
25th number.
So
It's
26th
gonna be
number is going to contain, it's going to do 24 times 5.
Okay.
25th number equals 24 times 5 plus 2.
Okay, very good.
So what is 24 times 5?
Yeah, so what is 24 times
Or
5?
5 times 24?
Or 5 times 24, either one.
Well, I know that 5 times 25 is 125.
Okay, 5 times 25 is 125.
Or I could do it another way. 5 times 20 is 100.
Yeah, 5 times 20 is 100.
And then 5 times 4 is 20.
Okay, so what's 5 times 24?
120.
Okay,
Plus 2 is 122.
okay. So write it over here, over a little more to your left.
Like here.
A little farther left. Yeah, there, right there. That's a giant curving equal sign. The 25th number is 122. Okay, so what did we do to solve this problem? This was actually really, really kind of neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
We looked for patterns.
We looked for a pattern and we found one, an interesting one, that the number of 5s is 1 less than the number.
Yeah.
In the sequence. So the number of 5s in the 7th term is 6 5s plus 2. How many 5s were in the first term?
0.
0. So 0 times 5 plus 2. Okay, well that's actually pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay, you ready for the next problem?
Yeah.
Alright, good job. $100 worth of quarters. That's a lot of quarters.
Yeah.
Okay, and you divide it into piles containing $3.75 in each pile. Okay, so you take your $300 worth of quarters and you divide it into piles that are $3.75 in each pile. How many piles will you have?
Well, I'm thinking about something.
Okay, what are you thinking about?
Well, we can figure out how much 3.75 is in quarters.
Okay.
So, well, 75 cents is 3 quarters, and $3 is actually 12 quarters.
Okay.
So, 12 and 3 is 12 and 3 is 17. No, 12 and 3 is 15.
12 plus 3 is 17.
No!
12 plus 3 is?
15.
Right. Do you know how you do that?
I know.
You got to take off your shoes and you got to count on your fingers and then on your toes.
Don't.
Yeah. Okay, so each pile has how many quarters?
15. Well, how many times does 15 go into 300?
Each pile has 15 quarters.
Now I want to figure out how many times does 15 go into 300.
Why do you want to figure that out?
Because that would actually tell me how many piles I have.
Why?
Because 15 times, because that's how many quarters I have.
Okay. That's how many quarters you have in each pile.
Yeah.
But how are you going to have to figure out how many piles you have? You have $300 worth of quarters. What's the very first thing you have to figure out after each, if you want to do it this way? After each pile has 15 quarters.
What is the very next thing?
Yeah, what's the next thing you have to figure out? See, you either have to divide dollars into dollars. You can take 375 and divide it into 300.
How do you divide things into?
Or, so you would do 300 divided by $3.75?
Yeah.
That's dollars into dollars. Or you have to do, if you want to divide by quarters, you have to do quarters into quarters.
So what, you have to convert $300 into quarters.
Yeah, you have to convert $300 into quarters.
So how are we going to do that?
Yeah, how are you going to do that?
Well, I know how much $3 is.
How much is $3?
Is 12 quarters.
$3 is 12 quarters.
And then we can add 2 zeros.
Okay.
Which is 1,200.
So you have 1,200 quarters.
Well, that is a lot of quarters.
That is a lot of quarters. I don't know if anybody's ever had 1,200 quarters before. You know what the easy way to do that is?
Yeah.
How many quarters are in $1?
4.
So how many quarters are in $300?
It's so. Well, it's 4 times something.
Yeah, 4 times something. 4 times what?
4 times what equals 300?
No. You have, how many quarters are in $1?
4.
4. How many quarters are in $2?
8
How many quarters are in $3?
is 12.
How many quarters are in $300? How do you figure that out?
1,200.
How did you figure that out?
All I needed is $3 with the quarters, and then I added 2 zeros.
Okay, how did you figure out how many quarters were in $3?
It's easy. 4 quarters are in $1.
So what did you do?
I did 4 times 3.
Okay, so what's the easiest way to figure out how many quarters there are in $300?
4 times 300.
4 times 300. There you go. Okay, so we have 15 quarters in each pile and we have 1,200 quarters. So how are we going to figure out how many piles we have?
So 1,200 divided by 375. $3.75. So that might be a little hard.
Why would you divide 1,200 by 375?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be a confusing problem. Why don't you step over here, so I'll write over here. How many quarters are in one pile?
Oh, 15
How many quarters are in two piles?
is 30.
How many quarters are in three piles?
So that's 45.
45. How many quarters are in four piles?
Well, we could add 2 zeros under 45. That might not work. No.
How many quarters are in four piles?
So 60.
60. How many quarters are in 40 piles?
600. Well, we don't have 4,000 piles though.
No, we don't have 4,000 piles. How many quarters do we have?
We have 1,200.
How many quarters are in 40 piles?
600, and that's half of 1,200.
It sure is.
We have to. So it's 80.
80 piles. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so here, let's talk about a couple lessons here. So when you have dollars and dollars, if you want to figure out how many piles there are, you could take $300 divided by $3.75. That would be 80. Or you can take 1,200 quarters divided by 15 quarters. That's also 80. Are we sure that 80 times 15 is 1,200?
Well, to make sure, we'll do 80 times 10, which is 800, and 80 times 5 is 40. So 80 times 10 is 800, and 5 times 80. 5 times 80 is 400.
So it's 800 plus 400.
Which is 1,200.
Okay. Alright, so good. That was a good check. So, but you have to make sure if you're going to divide things that they're the same kind of thing. Because I can't divide 3 cows into 4 apples. Right?
Yeah.
I can't cut up a cow and make an apple. So I can't cut up dollars and make quarters. But I can cut up quarters and make quarters. Or I can cut up dollars and make dollars.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so here's the 2 homework problems. It's Olympiad 2 number 5 and Olympiad 3 number 1. Here, get down off your chair.
The camera can see?
Yep, and Olympiad 3 number 1. Okay, and now you're a little tired tonight, so that was a good job.